On a train, a man is telling 3 children a story. Once upon a time there was a little girl called Bertha, who was extraordinarily good. She was so good that she won several medals for goodness, which she always wore pinned on to her dress. There was a medal for obedience, another medal for punctuality, and a third for good behavior. The prince of the country got to hear about it, and he said that as she was so very good, she might be allowed once a week to walk in his park. But just then an enormous wolf came prowling. The first thing that he saw in the park was Bertha. Her pinafore was so spotlessly white and clean that it could be seen from a great distance. Bertha was trembling very much, and as she trembled, the medal for obedience clinked against the medals for good conduct and punctuality. The wolf was just moving away when he heard the sound of the medals clinking. He dashed into the bush and dragged Bertha out and devoured her to the last morsel. All that was left of her were her shoes, bits of clothing, and the 3 medals for goodness. "That is the most beautiful story that I ever heard," said the bigger of the small girls with immense decision. In previous videos, we've seen that lifestyle changes can offset the risk of disease we acquire through genetics, and can prolong and improve life. We've also shown how acceptance and commitment training can simplify the challenges inherent in making life changes. But still, for many of us, the thought of being diligent and earnest and very, very good evokes a reaction similar to that of the children in The Storyteller. Given a choice, it's usually more fun being naughty than being nice. Why should this be? Part of the answer is simply that our reward system is designed to serve us continuously in the present moment. Like the rest of the animal kingdom, we've been designed to believe that a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. In ACT, we differentiate between the events that occur in the physical world and those that occur in our heads. It's the reward system which is in our heads that drives what we do, and that system is always in pursuit of short-term outcomes. As a result, goals that are relatively distant can feel relatively unrewarding by comparison. It is also a fact that while we know that our bodies live and age in real time, we experience our individual selves as being unchanging over time. To a self that essentially lives outside of time, statements about what's going to happen in the future may have as little impact as words in a foreign language. And of course, we can always hear our thoughts. In fact, our brains never seem to want to shut up, while the processes that run our internal metabolic machinery are perpetually silent and largely undetectable. So how can we hear that which does not speak, or sense that which operates outside of perception, let alone be able to transform it into the object of our desires? We're unlikely to succeed in attempts to disassemble a reward system that natural selection has spent millennia building and refining. What we can do is make our noisy thoughts less noisy by practicing being present. Through the act work of valuing, we can choose to make what we do into what we want to do and want to keep doing. And by incorporating committed lifestyle actions into habits, we can effectively make physical aging less time-sensitive and can bring our physical selves more into alignment with our mental experiencing. ACT provides the foundation for all of the North Mountain Cardio programs. We have embraced this approach because it is one that we think utilizes everything we know about human behavior in service to one goal: to maximize our opportunities to remain able to do what we find fulfilling, what gives life meaning, as well as we can, for as long as we want.